Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome to another sketchbook tour video. I did tease that I'd be doing the little red sketchbook that was supposed to be private and is no longer private, so we're gonna get into it. And I got this sketchbook around the same time that I got these little Sharpie creative markers, and I swatched them out on that page. I also got the Sakura solid paint markers right there, and I was playing with those as well. They're really fun. They're very creamy. They're very permanent, but they smell terrible. I was also playing with the tempera paint sticks. That's what made that green background. Those are also really fun too. Very smooth, but like translucent. And those are super cheap. So I started on August 18th. I completed the sketchbook on December 11th, and I started with just homemade stickers. I think I hand cut those before I started using my Cricut, but this was just drawing from some pictures that I had, some really old pictures, and just random thoughts that came to me. And same with this, I was in a mood, and then I was tired, and I was putting more homemade stickers. This was a spread of 2-minute drawings. This was just a bunch of fun, just trying to let loose and be creative. That's kind of what I originally had planned for this sketchbook. It was just kind of like a junk journal, just throw stuff on the page. Same with this. I think I was writing quotes, so like up top on the left-hand side, I think that was just a quote. And we're going to skip over to The Count of Monte Cristo. So I was reading this book and I started picturing everything. So I just started drawing it all out. I'm sorry for the foul language, but it was just the book. If you've read it or if you know of The Count of Monte Cristo, I don't know. It's what came out. This one I did with the brush pen and watercolor for the little town scene that I pictured in my head. And most of these are just really silly because I felt like the book was quite silly. And then I pretty much stopped drawing the book after the jail scene. And I just started using markers. I think Tombow markers for this one. I actually kind of like how this little mountain came out. Then I found a YouTuber, Sam Does Art, I think, and I wanted to draw his face. Then I think the next day I was feeling weird about relationships and stuff. And then I was trying to catch up on a replay, an art hang party replay, where they were doing master studies. I can't remember exactly the title. Maybe it is just Master Studies, but this was so fun and I loved how this one came out and this one as well. And then I stopped and I got distracted and I left a page. Again, feeling emotional. And then I was reading more books, taking more notes, and the book I was reading was kind of like witchy. So these were drawings of a friend, and then that Sabrina Carpenter song, Taste, kept popping into my head while I was drawing. So this was just a bunch of random drawings with charcoal. This was with my brush pen, that big one that you see above. This is when I was sick. I had pre-blobbed pages, and I actually went back to this like months later and drew these in with carandache Neocolor 2s. More pre-blobbed pages, and I just drew over it with my solid paint marker, the split solid one. This was actually an art hang party. This was mushrooms on like a rainbow background. I, again, don't remember the title of this art hang party. Maybe it's just Draw Mushrooms. But this one was so fun. And I drew them all so small, but I really love the background. I came out with the tempera paint sticks and the split solid rainbow marker. This was for another art hang party. This was drawing our reference photos and then writing down the colors, and then using another sketchbook, I would paint out these images with just the notes that I took. And that was super fun. It was like a game, and I just really enjoyed it. I think I painted them or drew them out in this sketchbook. So I'll show you. Okay, so I started with this one, and honestly, I didn't understand it with the first one, but then I kind of got the hang of it with this, and these were really fast, very blobby paintings, but it was so fun. So you can kind of see all the different notes, and coincides with those pictures. And then the last one. And that goes with that one. So yeah. And then there is a very thin paper sticker that I made. Again, just testing out stickers. And then I was watching Friends, so I drew Joey and Chandler really quickly. I don't know why I started drawing cats. This is when I went on a trip to San Antonio with my best friends, and she got pulled over, and the police yelled at her for blocking a chicken place. When he pulled over. I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it was at the time. She was not pleased. That was lyrics from the concert we went to. This was just a bunch of random stuff I was drawing while I was sitting in the back seat of her car or painting. This is driving through Austin. And yeah, that was driving through Austin. And then I saw some really cute quotes while going through Austin, so I tried to write them down quickly. This one was my favorite. It said they tried to bury us, but they didn't know that we were seeds. And it was a big flower, and it was graffiti on a wall, and I just freaking loved it. I thought it was beautiful. And then I saw a bunch of different tagging styles in Austin, and I started to draw those out as we were driving. Just some of them were interesting. You can't really see the one in yellow, but it made me kind of chuckle. It said bloodlust. So I drew it out. I drew out the Snoopy that I saw and horse and just random stuff. And then we had gone to go see Hozier in concert. So a lot of his song lyrics were kind of stuck in my head. And yeah, I was just scribbling. I saw a billboard. It said fight something. I don't know. I can't see. Just a lot of scribbles. Honestly, I started scribbling when it got dark and we were driving and I just could no longer see. And again, I keep just drawing out lyrics. So it was very, very scribbly. The honeybee from Taste, I liked that little nickname, so I wrote that down. I was feeling very lovey-dovey. This is when I went to Oklahoma City with my kid for a hockey tournament, and I was doing blind contours while she was on the ice, so that was really fun. More blind contours at the rinks that we were at, because we had so many different rinks that we were in. Oh, just some ideas. Oh, yeah. Some ideas that my ex-husband had. Post Malone is the Posty. And then Riverhead, I think that was a song that I wanted to look up. That was at a playground. Like, none of this is amazing art. This is all just like notes, reminders. This was at a playground too. It was a little rocket ship playground, and it was really cute. And I brought my paint marker and colored pencils. These were the Polychromos colored pencils, and I think I had just got the set of 12 and I was practicing with them. See, that's the colored pencils as well. I was having fun with them. I felt like they were very smooth. And then I added on top the Stabilo Woodies for extra detail. I'm pretty sure these are tempera paint sticks, just by, the translucency and how they feel to the touch. And then this was like a gold paint stick. I think the Crayola set has a gold tempera paint stick. These were alcohol marker practice eyes and lips. One day I just woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use my alcohol markers. I know it's going to bleed through the pages, but for some reason I just really wanted to practice because I had not used them in forever. And they bled through, and so I drew over the top of them with whatever. This was an art hang party that I did not finish, and I missed some of because I was in the middle of cooking dinner. I did my best. I actually really like how the first 3 came out, and then it just fell apart from there because I didn't want my food to burn. So yeah. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. This was like it was like a master studies for illustrations, and it was great. And then I got my my fountain pen, and I was making little drawings on the opposite page. And then there's more of the art hang party. Everything is just interspersed with random other nonsense. So I'm sorry, it's out of order. And then I did a short of this. I was using my Statler markers that I had gotten. And then this, I believe, is, I want to say it was watercolor initially. And then I went over it with carandache Neocolor 2s. These look to be the solid paint markers. Yes. And some of the neon Faber-Castell markers. Yes. Okay, got it right. If you haven't been able to tell, this is obviously a voiceover. I recorded the audio for this originally, and then it sounded terrible, so I had to make a voiceover. So I'm trying to remember what I said originally. This was watercolor. I was just practicing a mountain scene, and I like how it came out. I believe these were Tombow markers, maybe? No? Okay. They were the Faber-Castell. So, I mean, I still think it was a mixture. I think it was a mixture of the Faber-Castell and the Tombows. But I was definitely trying these out. These are the gold Faber brush tip markers, or dual tip. And I really like how this came out. This is just a pretty scene. I did the Scribble Brigade replay in the hospital last year, and I was trying to stick to just 5 colors, and obviously I failed. But I really like how these came out. These were 5 and 7 minutes, I think. And I used the Stabilo Woodies, and I used the carandache Neocolor 2s that I had taken with me to the hospital. And honestly, these are some of my favorite drawings I did in the sketchbook. Like, that one is my favorite. Like, hands down, I love it. I love the colors, the orange with the blue. And then on the opposite side, I was trying to do a quick watercolor sketch with watercolor pencils of Joaquin Phoenix, and that failed. And then I was trying to use my Posca markers to draw some creepy face. I think I succeeded. It's awful. And then I was doing some blind contouring, and then I just filled it in because I hated how it looked. Then I timed myself with some more drawings. This was with, I want to say, Tombow markers. And this was with gouache, because I know that the opposite is a gouache self-portrait of myself. Wait, that's self-portrait is, okay. Sorry. That was redundant. Anyway, I used the Hemi gouache set because I never use it anymore because I have better gouache. But that's what I was trying to use with that little self-portrait. And then this was with my chunky graphite Lyra, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, those sticks. And that was fun. This was from a Monday portrait session with drawingisfree.org. And I think I just used Tombows. More notes. This was a drawing session at my house where we picked people to draw, and we had like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. This was a sticker idea. It's a group chat that I have in my phone, and I was just trying to figure out ideas for each person that would be in the sticker. So, and then just scribbles. That was the Faber-Castell gelatos, or Faber-Castell gelatos. This was just some ink sketches with that pen, the Sailor Fude pen that I love. And I actually did a YouTube video about this where I was doing a draw with me session for the holidays, and they were like 2-minute sketches and then 5 to 10 minute color ins. So it was really fun. And then I was trying to participate in Drawcember. I did not do so well, but I did the hot drinks, and then I did like candlelight. I was using my Carandache Luminance colored pencils, and they're just so lovely, so smooth. And then I did not continue in Drawcember. My ADHD brain just went wild. And I was watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I just was inspired to paint this, and I did this with, I want to say, the cheap Hemi gouache as well. I was really trying to use that big pan up. This was watercolor with Carandache Neocolor 2s over the top, and then that was a scene at a restaurant, and I think it was Carandache with water added to it. And then watercolor and watercolor with a Neocolor 2 black over it. And this was, I think, originally watercolor, and then I added Carandache Neocolor 2s over the top, and I ended with paint, just like gouache. So yeah. That's it. And those are some homemade stickers on the back and some homemade stickers on the front, except for the Van Gogh, which is obviously not mine. But that's it. That was the little sketchbook, which was filled with notes and nonsense and me being redundant. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I think my next sketchbook I need to finish is that big one. I had like 3 pages to finish in that one for a while. So anyway, thank you so much for coming along and watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.